Good morning, students. So, we're going to start the eighth chapter of your business studies, that is controlling. Okay, very important topic. So, and it's a very small chapter. So, what do you mean by controlling? Okay, controlling means ensuring that activities in the organization are performed as per the plans. So, one example I will give. Okay, so when the teacher comes inside the class, there is control, isn't it? There is discipline will be there. Students won't talk. Yes, if the teacher is not there in the class, how it is? There's no control. There's so much of noise. There'll be no much discipline. So the control is when the teacher comes, there is control. That is discipline is there. Okay, there is manners are there. People all sit and listen. Okay, so now in business, what is controlling? That is ensuring that activities in the organization are performed as per the plans. See, every organization has plans, isn't it? Plans like what? To earn profit, yes, to increase the sales, isn't it? So, controlling andre to see whether the organization is going as per the plan or no, whether the sales are increasing or no, whether the profit is increasing or no. So that activity itself is controlling. Yes, we should see whether the company is making progress as per the plan or no. Our concept only is controlling. Okay, so definition of controlling, or the question might be, what do you mean by managerial control? 2 marks question. So you need to write measurements of accomplishment against the standards and correction of deviation to ensure attainment of objectives according to plan. Okay, we will just split and study this. It is measurement of accomplishment. Measurement andre to measure, accomplishment andre what we have achieved, what the organization have achieved against the standards. Andre every organization will set some standards like sales should go to 80%. This is one standard. So they will calculate the actual performance. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Then the corrections are done to see that objectives are according to the plans. Yes, it is a similar thing. We can give examples. See, standard is for your exam is 100 marks is standard, isn't it? What performance you are giving, say for example 85%. Yes, that means 15% you are missing out. That on 15% you need to do this correction. Similar way in business also, one standard ಅವರು set ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, this much sales, this much profit you should get. They measure the accomplishment, they measure how much you have achieved. Then they see the correction, why it became less, so that the objectives are as per the plan. Okay, so that was controlling. Next we'll go to 4 marks question, importance of controlling. What is importance of controlling? 4 marks question, students. If you write only points, you might get 2 marks. But you should write with the explanation to get full 4 marks. Okay? Yes. So, first one, it helps in accomplishing organizational goals. First one, controlling helps to accomplish or to achieve organizational goals. Yes, if the plans are implemented properly, yes, then organizational goals can be achieved. Fine. For example, goals like what? Maybe to increase the sales, to open a new department, to improve exports ಅನ್ನು increase ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ and to achieve the organization goals. Okay, now the second one, it helps in judging accuracy of standards. What is this accuracy of standard? Yes, if there is good control system, the management can verify whether the standards set are accurate and objective. Okay, standards andre enu? For example, now for your exam 100 marks is standard, isn't it? 100 marks, then there is distinction. If you know 85 above score ಮಾಡಿದರೆ distinction ಅಂತ we say. And these are standards. So these are some standards are very accurate, objective. Every year it is the same. Yes, full 100 somebody removes andre he is really very clever. 85 andre yes, he is average student, good student. So in similar way, controlling helps to judge the accuracy of standards what it is set. Yes, like sales has to increase by 10%, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬೈ 10 lakhs. ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡನ್ನು ಇಡಲು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಜಡ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್. Yes, see, every organization will keep some standards. For example, our institutions, Cecilis, we have standards. We want 100% result. We want all the students to pass. So that is a good standard, isn't it? It is objective. Every year we have it the same. It is accurate. Yes, yes. So that now it will take other business organization, like any jewelry shops. Okay, they will have standards every year that our sales should increase by last year kinda ee varsha 10% sales should increase. Okay, profit last year kinda innu 5 lakhs we should earn more. Adalla standards. Okay, yes. So controlling helps in judging accuracy of standards. Next one, it helps in making efficient use of resources. It andre yaralli, it andre controlling helps in making efficient use of resources. Resources andre ಏನು, it can be money, it can be employees, it can be time. So if there is good control, it helps you to reduce wastage, maybe waste of time, waste of money, waste of other natural resources. Yes, so controlling helps to reduce wastage and spoilage of resources. Illi resources andre it can be money, it can be employees, it can be time. Yes, okay. So controlling, you don't have to explain much to students, just 2 lines if you write is enough for 4 marks. Okay, so controlling, you should write this point. It helps in making efficient use of resources. ಅಂದರೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಮನಿ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಟೈಮ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್, ಅವರನ್ನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಎಸ್, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. Like it can be money, it can be time, it can be your natural resources. Okay, yes. Now next one, it helps in improving employee motivation. It helps in improving employee motivation. How? Yes, if there is good controlling idre employees can be motivated, employees can be told to perform better. Yes, andre if you tell your employees in advance that if you do this work, ನಮ್ಮ standard of the company is this, you should work this much, we will give you extra salary. ಎಸ್, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಎಸ್, ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್. ಎಸ್, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಡೂ. Yes, and this is the standard of the company, this is the standard of the performance. Then the employee ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, yes, ಈ manager has told I should work hard, ನಾನು ಬೆಟರ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ಗೆ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇಫ್ your parents tell you, see this much percentage if you remove, for example 85% or 90%, we are going to put you in a better college. Yes, ishtu we are going to invest on your education. So you will feel motivated, no? Yes, see, if I study well, my parents are going to give me very good education. So as standards if they keep, it will help you to study better. In similar way, in big companies, in big institution also, employees, if they tell a standard, see this much time you should work, is to sales, is to projects you should do, then we will give you raise in salary, we will give you more promotion, then the employees will be motivated to work more. Okay, yes, so see, these were the 4 points. If you write is enough for 4 marks. Yes, okay. Now limitations of controlling. Limitations andre disadvantages. Very very important question, student. It had come for 2019 question paper for 4 marks. Yes, very easy. 4 points are only there, just simple 1 line explanation, 2 line explanation if you write is enough. Okay, what are limitations? Okay, no disadvantage of controlling. Yes, see, difficulty in setting quantitative standards. What is this? Yes, sometimes it is difficult to set quantitative standards. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಮಾರಲ್, ಜಾಬ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇವರನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆನೆಸ್ಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಜಾಬ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದಾ? is this much percent honest you should be, or this much percent ethical you should be, this much percent you should not waste time, or the last standard you cannot keep, right? ಈಗ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, 80% ಆರ್ 100% ಆರ್ 90% ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆನೆಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್, ಆರ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಮಾರಲ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಎಥಿಕಲ್, ಜಾಬ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟನ್ನು ಇಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ನೋ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇಡಲು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಎಸ್, ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಟೀಚ್ ನೈಸ್. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ನೈಸ್? ಇಸ್ ದರ್ ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? ನೋ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಇಸ್ಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಸೊ ಸಮ್ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಆನೆಸ್ಟ್, you should be honest. How much percent ಇರ್ಬೋದಾ? 10%, 20%? Can you tell? No, we cannot tell. You can just tell you should be honest. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Okay. Yes. Next one, little control. How? Okay. Some organization cannot control external factors like government policies, technological change, competition. Okay. See, government policies, government things ಯಾರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Understand? It keeps on changing policies. Today what it is, after some years it is not there. Technology, it changes like anything. There was a time where typewriters were famous. Iga computers, then iga laptop agide. Yes, now laptop also is not required. Everything is done on the phone. Yes, technology changes like anything. There is competition. So idella is, it's not in anybody's hand. There's very little control, isn't it? Just imagine you are a big businessman. Even if you are a big businessman, can you control the government policies? Can you control all the technology? No. So this is one of the limitation of controlling. Andre ಕೆಲವು ವಿಷಯ like government policies, technology, competition cannot be controlled. These are external factors. Internal factor you can control, like your employees. Yes, ನಿಮ್ಮ resources, salary to them, adalla it is in your hand. But government policies, technology, competition is not in your hand, isn't it? Yes. Next one, resistance from employees. What is this resistance from employees? Yes, see, if too much control if you try to do on the employees, will they like? For example, if the in your college only, if teachers, principal does too much restriction on you, there's no break only, no talking to anyone in class hours also, break time also ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, no laughing, how will you feel? It is a restriction. Now you will not like it. Similar way, in companies also, employees get too much restriction. If we keep, it is not good. Like for example, setting CCTV camera everywhere, and always see CCTV cameras is good, it should be there. But if the boss keeps on looking at the CCTV camera to see whether you are working each and every time, how will you feel? We don't feel, no. See, everybody, we work for every 24 hours. If there is CCTV camera, how will you feel? Yes, it is like restriction. So there is resistance from the employees. Okay, as a boss you might want to control the employees, but employees may not like the full control, isn't it? They too want freedom. Okay. Yes, so control is resisted by employees. Resisted andre they are not liking it anta. Fine. Employees may object the setting up of CCTV. Yes, for example, you may want CCTV in other places, but where you are working, just imagine, you are working in a company, in your room CCTV is fit. Okay, and your boss is watching you every 24 hours. How will you feel? ಸರಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಫೇರ್. ಎಸ್, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಫೇರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್, ಟೈಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್. ಎಸ್, because you see, for example, CCTV camera set ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ everywhere, how much expensive it is, isn't it? Yes, so control is a costly affair because it has lot of expenditure of time and effort. Okay. Yes, so this was 4 marks question, students. Next is controlling process. What is controlling process? Yes, there are totally 5 steps. You need to write all the 5 steps. It's easy, simple. Okay. First one, setting performance standards. Setting performance standard. This is the first step in controlling process. Yes, that is setting up of performance standard. ಏನು performance standard ಇಡುವುದು? Yes, first every organization has to set up a quantitative or a qualitative standard. For example, standard can be set that next year we have to earn a revenue of 20 lakhs. Yes, or this much sales, 20% sales we should improve. Yes, or this much employees satisfaction should be improved. Idella standards. Yes, so first step in controlling process is setting up of performance standard. Standard is what? It is like a criteria against which actual performance which be measured. Okay, idu standard I will explain you all again further. But here ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡನ್ನು ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಟು ಬಿ ಅರ್ನ್ಡ್, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್. ಎಸ್, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ 100 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ಎಸ್, 85 distinction. Okay, these are first standards are set already. Okay, so first step is performance standard setting. Okay, second one, measurement of actual performance. You wrote the exam. After that, what is done? Evaluation is done. How much you have performed, that is calculated, that is measured. In similar way, business ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ measurement of actual performance is done. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್, ಕಂಪನಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೌ? ಬೈ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಎಸ್, all these things are observed. Sample checking also can be done. Sample checking and some products are checked. Yes, okay, so here actual performance is measured. Yes, some 2-3 lines explanation if you write is enough. You can write the next step is measurement of actual performance. Here performance is measured by seeing reports, statements, sample checking is done. Okay, yes. Third step is what? See, comparing actual performance with standard. ಈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ಡ್ 70 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? 100 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 70 and 100 ದ ಕಂಪೇರೆನ್ಸಿ. ಇನ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ವೇ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ದ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಟು ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸೆಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ 20% ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಓನ್ಲಿ 10%. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 10%, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ವಾಸ್ 20%. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು? ಅನಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್. ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್? ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಿಂದ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಸಿ, 100 marks was the standard, but you have scored 70 marks. 70 is different, 100 is different, no? 100 is a standard, 70 you have scored. So, analysis deviation. Deviation ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಿಂದ ವೇರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದೆನ್ ನಾವು what is the cause for the deviation? Reason ಏನು? Why? Now, for example, you scored less marks. What is the reason? Maybe you did not study well. Okay, proper videos ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, maybe. So, in similar way, business-ಅಲ್ಲಿ cause of deviation is what? Were the employees did not work properly? Yes, resources were not good, products were defective, any environment, external factors ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? Yes, government policies, technology, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದು. And the cause has to be ruled out. Yes, so analysis deviation ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? First you should write deviation means variation from the standard. Yes, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಿಂದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ seen. What is the cause for it? Is it defective process? Yes, inadequacy of resources ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇನ್ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ? ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ This 4 steps we have seen: setting performance standards, measurement of actual performance, comparing actual performance with the standard, then analysis of deviation. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡನ್ನು ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಎಸ್, ಇಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್. ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸೀನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಕಂಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೆಟ್, ಆದರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಸಿ. ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ವೈ, ರೀಸನ್ ಏನು, ವೈ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಸ್, that you have to do. It is similar like you writing the exam. Standard is set 100 marks. Measurement of actual performance, how much you have done, maybe 80 marks. Comparing actual with standard, 100 is the standard, actual is your 80 marks. Analysis of deviation andre kadime agide, why it became less, you did not study or you did not watch online videos, preparation sari aglilla adannu. Last step is taking corrective action. This is very very important students. Corrective action ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬಂತು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಡೂ? ಎಸ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೋರ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್, ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವೆಲ್, ವಾಚ್ ದ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ವೇ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಈಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಲ್, ಸೊ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್. ಯಾವುದು? ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್, ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಡಿಷ್ನಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್, ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್, ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ವಾಸ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. ಎಸ್, ಇಂಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡನ್. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್. ಎಸ್, ಎಡಿಷನಲ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್, ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್, ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮಷೀನ್ಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಔಟ್ ವೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಮಷಿನರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ at least. Okay, yes, so these were setting controlling process 4 marks question students. Okay, now one 2 marks question I'm discussing here, that is standard in controlling ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನಂತ. that is, it is a criterion against which the actual performance would be measured. Don't get confused, I'll give a simple example. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ 85% is distinction. This is a standard set for so many years. 85% is the distinction. ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್. 85% ಇದು ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಸಿ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ವೇ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಅ ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾ, ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅಸ್ ಯಾರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ criterion. It is, maybe business selling sales has to be increased by 15% or profit has to be increased by 20 lakhs. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ criteria against which actual performance would be measured. ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ actual performance measure ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Yes? Okay. Now another 1 marks question student, or 2 marks. Traditional techniques. Name any 2 traditional techniques anta. You should just write personal observation, statistical report. Okay, meaning of it is not there for you all. Just write personal observation and statistical report. Now practical oriented question 1. Modern techniques of controlling. Which are the modern techniques of controlling? You should write, no explanation is not required here. I am repeating it once again. Practical oriented question, modern techniques of controlling. There is no need of explanation. Yes? Yeah. You should write return on investment, ratio analysis, management audit, management information system. Last one is responsibility accounting. Okay, so all 5 points. Okay, here this will come down. Okay, here there was no space, so I could not write. So point by point, this 5 points, if you write, full 5 marks. Only the heading, only the side points, explanation is not required. Okay, Last one, students. Relationship between planning and controlling. It's a 4 marks question. You should write the relationship between planning and controlling. So, this question, if it comes, you do not get confused. Ishtuvarige planning, controlling, you'll study, right? So, planning is the meaning you write. Okay, meaning and definition of planning, which I have already discussed. Then, controlling, meaning and definition you write. Okay, after that, just points you write what I'm showing. Easily, I'm explaining. See, planning without controlling is meaningless. Okay, you are planning, but adanu you are not controlling, and it is meaningless. Similar way, controlling without planning is meaningless. Andre you are trying to control, but a plan is not there in your head. It is meaningless. So, a simple sentence you will write. First of all, you will write meaning of planning, definition of planning. Then you will write meaning of controlling, definition of controlling. After that, you will write planning without controlling is meaningless. Controlling without planning is meaningless. Okay. Then you write planning is a forward looking function, isn't it? Plan andre ಏನು ಸಿ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ after this college I'll study in this college, then I'll do this job. Plan andre ಏನು future looking, forward looking ಅಲ್ವಾ. You see forward, after 5 years I'll become this. That's your plan. Controlling is what? It is an analysis of past activities. You compare your present result with the past. Adu controlling. So controlling is a backward looking function. Okay, but planning and controlling are both backward looking as well as forward looking function. Yes, ಏಕೆಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಈಗ ನಾ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೋರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್. If your result of your past exams, past performance is good, only then you plan good for your future. Controlling kuda, you see behind how do back how did you perform, but future also you are looking, corrective steps you are taking, isn't it? So planning and controlling are both backward looking as well as forward looking anta. This one conclusion you have to give. Okay, ನೀವು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ದಿಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್? ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯೋರ್ 12th ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಎಸ್, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್. ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಯು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಯೋರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಯೋರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ಬಟ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋ ಫಾರ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್, ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. Now just 2 marks question, students. I'll just explain this. Break even analysis. Just for 2 marks question it will come. What is break even analysis? It's a technique used by manager to study the relationship between the cost, volume and profits. So this is a technique or technique and this is a method used by the manager in the organization to study the relationship between the cost andre duddu, volume andre how much product you have sold. Yes, how much products, maybe ಈಗ kgs or maybe quintals, and profits duddalli. Okay, next, budgetary control. What is budgetary control? All operations are planned in advance. Yes, see, budgetary control also is a technique where all the operations are planned in advance in form of budget, and actual results are compared with budgetary standards. See, all the things, all the operations and everything, maybe your finance, maybe your marketing, yes, maybe your research, everything is planned in advance in form of budget. Yes, budget alli form ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Yes, actual results compare ಮಾಡುದು with the budgetary standards. Yes, see, every year this we prepare budget, no? That this you have heard this word budget. When you're going to buy something, they ask what is your budget. Yes, for example, your budget is 10 lakh. So that is a standard what you have set. Okay, then actual results are compared with the budgetary standard, that is your 10 lakh. Okay, last is ratio analysis. Let me tell you, students, ratio analysis in the accountancy one chapter it was there, but they have cancelled for you all. So ratio analysis andre ಏನು? It is analysis of financial statements. Financial statements ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರಬೇಕು? It should be profit and loss account and balance sheet through computation of ratios. See, financial statements are done analysis by some ratios like current ratio, ಡೆಟ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಟಿ ರೇಷಿಯೋ, ತುಂಬ ರೇಷಿಯೋಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅದು. ಎಸ್, ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟನ್ನು ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಸ್, okay, by this they will come to know where the profit it is going, how much sales has increased, yes, how much liabilities you have, how much debt you have, what is the future of the business, idralli gottagtade. Okay, so it is just 2 marks. You can just write this much sentences enough. Next, management audit. In management audit, it refers to the systematic appraisal of overall performance of management. So management audit, it is systematic performance of appraisal of overall performance of management. So overall performance of management, it can be your planning, organizing, directing, controlling. ಅದನ್ನು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವುದು. ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ they will evaluate, they will judge, they will see whether the management is doing well or no. Audit ಅಂದರೆ is always like that only students. ನಿಮ್ಮ present will be compared to the standards. Yes, okay. Next one is, you should write the full form of PERT, program evaluation and review technique. This much only if you write is enough. It's a 1 marks question. PERT full form, program evaluation and review techniques. And the CPM, what is the full form of CPM? Critical path method. You should just write critical path method. Yes. Next, what is the full form of MIS? You should write management information system. MIS andre management information system. Yes, it is computer based information system which provides information for effective managerial decision. Okay, so I'll just repeat it once again. Management information system andre, it is computer based information system that provides information and support for effective managerial decision making. ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಪ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್.